Makers! I have got a fun card to share with you today. I'm so excited about this card. This is called a shutter card. I guess I don't really know of another name for it, but let me show you. It's a little trifold, but when you open it, isn't that cute? It just opened and closed. That's kind of like the shutter on a camera, the way that looks. So I am so excited to share this with you today. And I wanted to just first go over all the pieces that you're going to need. It takes several pieces, but really, I just did a card swap and I made 14 of these. So once you get all your parts and pieces cut, assembling is really not that hard. Okay, so here we go. For your card base, this particular one, I'm using Bermuda Bay. I have cut it to 8.5 by 5.5. And it's just your traditional size card. What I prefer to do when I get ready to score it is use the score tool. Very handy. And you are going to score it at 2 1/8 and 6 3/8. That creates the perfect trifold. So this is what you're going for. And what's nice is, I mean, that's a great trifold card, just like that. You can decorate the outside and inside. Okay, but that's your base. So I'm going to set that aside for the moment. The other thing you're going to need, these outside pieces. This is called the Birthday Bash Designer Paper, and it's new in the Occasions catalog. These pieces are from the Birthday Bash, and these go on the outside flaps. Each one of these is cut 1 7/8 by 5 1/4. And I'll just kind of show you where these go. They're going to go just like this on the outside of the card. The inside piece, now let me show you back on my sample. It's always better to reference back here. Do you see there's this Calypso Coral designer paper? That's also in the Birthday Bash. And I've just matted that on a piece of Whisper White. That's these two pieces. Your Whisper White measures 3 inches by 5.5. And then this one is 2 3/4 by 5 1/4. And they're just going to go together just like that. And that's going to go down the center. Now these two pieces, interesting shapes. These two pieces, this is Calypso Coral, and I actually ran the banners framelits. Love the banner framelits. Now you can create your own banner shape from scratch, but I don't know about you, but I am not all about trying to cut this edge. It never fails, I get my banner end looking all funny. So I went to my banner framelits, and so easy to cut with the Big Shot. If you've never done any cutting with the Big Shot and the framelits, be sure to watch my video on how to cut using framelits and the Big Shot. But you're going to need 2 of those. And at this point, we actually need to trim these down a bit. So I'm going to get my Stampin' Trimmer into view. And you'll notice these are going to be the pieces here in the inside. See how much longer they are? So what we're going to do is on my Stampin' Trimmer, I just line this up at the top and I put the tip of my banner shape right there at about the 3-inch mark. Now that we have our 2 banner pieces cut to 3 inches, we're going to take those and using our score tool again, I'm going to show you we need to score each of the ends on this side. Opposite the banner tip, we're going to score them at 1/2 inch. So just like that. I've already kind of pre-scored it so I could see my score marks while doing it on camera. Okay, so we've got those 2. Let's set them aside. The next thing you're going to do is using some snail adhesive. Just going to adhere this to the white mat. Like this. Okay. Then through the magic of television, I love this, we are going to cut out the center just like this, using the circle framelits. Now here come those framelits again. I'm going to even pick out, let me show you my circle framelits here. Kind of a mess, but let me show you which one we're going to use. From the center, we're going to go 1, 2, 3. That's going to be for the inside of the card. So that's 4, and this is number 5. So from the inside, we're going to cut out the inside of that piece that we adhered together. So you're going to need circle numbers 4 and 5. And let me show you one more time. The 4 is the small one in here, and then the 5 cuts that piece out. Okay, so now I know I haven't put on my extra little pieces, and that's okay, but I wanted to show you how the inside piece works. I've added some dimensionals both along the top and the bottom edge. So let's get some dimensionals here. And then I'm just going to line up the top edge and the bottom edge as best I can. I want to have this centered in there. Like that. Now, the next thing we're going to do, you could do your stamping piece and put it in there. I actually wait till the last because I'm just trying to line these up. So let's start with one at a time, but I wanted you to see kind of how they're going to work. One set of banner framelits is going to go over the other. Banner pieces, I guess I should say. So we're going to use our snail. I'm going to line up this right edge right on the crease line. So we're going to put our snail adhesive there. And I'm also kind of looking at this area here to see where that is in the circle. Make sure that's in there. Nice and straight. Let's pull it over a little. And all you have to do is flap that over like that. And guess what that does? Pulls it back, and since we creased it, there's one flap. Let's do the next one. And a little snail. Now here, I just make sure, I kind of look to make sure I'm not all crooked, and that I'm basically across from the other one, like that. And I'll hold there. Look at my left edge now with my left crease line. Fold that over. Now, let's work on the inside. We are going to use a couple stamp sets here, a couple new ones. This one, first one, is called Best Day Ever. And that, we've got the sentiment, "You Made My Day," that we're going to stamp on a circle for the inside. The little bitty thank you for the outside of the card. Oops, I'm trying to find my belly band here. There we go. That comes from another celebration stamp set called Lotus Blossom. I love both of these. Very versatile. So remember that fourth circle. Here's where we're going to put it. Stamp that up. There we go. Little snail adhesive on the back. And like I said, I like to stamp and have that part after I do the shutter part, because then I can just make sure that it looks good within the shutter area. There we go. And I'm not going to add those pieces right now because it's just adding a little bit of snail. All right, so that's that. But I do want to show you the belly band. Belly band, super easy. So here's my card when it's closed. This is just a strip of a 1/2 inch by 11 inch cardstock. And I actually hold my card closed like this, and I just wrap it around like so. I kind of give it a crease. I don't really do any measuring on a belly bands, generally speaking, because I just like to use the card or whatever the project is I'm working on to do that for me. Then I have stamped a flower. This is a fun set from the Occasions catalog. I should say a fun bundle. It's the Petal Potpourri stamp set and the new flower punch. Very, very cute. I've stamped it in Bermuda Bay and using a dimensional. I'm just going to stick, I actually stick the dimensional on the belly band. So then when I take the flower and put it on, I know it'll be right there. And I have stamped the thank you, like this one, from the Lotus Blossoms set, and I have punched it out with the 1 1/4 inch scallop circle punch. And that just goes right in the center. And when you add these last 2 pieces on, you are finished with your adorable shutter card. Aren't those fun? Super fun. I hope you've enjoyed this fun tutorial today. And for more project ideas, as always, find me on Facebook. The links are in the description box below and on my blog. Thanks so much.